Hello everyone, my name is J-Drop S. Bangat and right now we will discuss the handwriting analysis. So first, let us define handwriting. Handwriting is a visible result of mental and muscular habits acquired by a long, continued, and painstaking effort of learning which is common to a person. It is the writing done with the writing instrument such as pen or pencil in the hand. Handwriting includes both printing in cursive styles and is separate from formal calligraphy or typeface. Because each person's handwriting is unique and different, it can be used to verify documents writer. In recent years, modern technology has dramatically changed the way we communicate through writing. However, despite the increased use of computers for writing, the skill of handwriting remains important in education, employment, and everyday in life. So, araw-araw naman natin itong nakita ang ating pagsusulat. Ang sabi na nga nila ay walang taong magkapareha ng sulat kamay. Kaya ito rin ay isang mahalagang katangian upang malaman natin kung sino ang taong iyon at ano ang kanyang mga characteristics. Alam naman natin na kapag tayo sumusulat, meron tayong ginagawang meron tayong instrumentong ginagamit kagaya lang ng pen or ball pen o kaya minsan naman ay lapis upang ito'y makita at makaparating ng mga mensahe sa iyong gustong bigyan ng mensahe. So now, let us proceed to individuality of handwriting. Individuality in writing has a thousand of peculiarities. Most personal individual thing that a man does which leaves a marked record which can be seen and analyzed. Thousands may have learned the same system of writing which may leave impression on the influence of those writers. But such as impressions that not by any means produce slavish uniformity, the variation of writing begins as soon as writing begins and continue until the writer writes in the way that seems easiest and best for him. Due to different influence or factors that affects one's writing ability, education, environment, occupations, emotions, attitudes, trainings, and others. And it is said that no two persons write exactly alike. So, ibig sabihin, ang dalawang tao ay napaka-imposibleng magkapareha ng sulat kamay. Kaya meron tayong kanya-kanyang sulat kamay. And individual cannot duplicate his own writing. Handwriting is a free-form activity and there are infinite number of ways to write even the simplest letter combination. It is highly unlikely any person will write his or her own exactly the same way twice in the entire lifetime. So sinasabi dito na kahit ikaw ay imposible mong makopya ang iyong sariling sulat kamay. And also said that influence of physical and mental conditions such as fatigue and intoxication. So ibig sabihin kapag ang tao ay pagod, maaring magdulot ito ng kanyang iba ng kanyang pagsulat kamay na maaring hindi siya normal. So now, let us proceed to the factors that influence handwriting. So there are four factors that affect the handwriting: the environment, education, occupation, and emotion. So first, let us talk about the environment. So environment can affect children in a number of ways. Lack of opportunity to play and experiment with graphic material will have developmental consequences. Pressure from parents and teachers to perform can cause an undue tension. Other factors include inadequate light and poor position of the lighting, the typewriting surface, too many things on the desk, and the position of the writer to other people. So, kapag iba-iba ang nasa environment mo, maaari talaga itong makaapekto. So, pumunta naman tayo sa emotion. Emotion or attitude. A poor attitude and an inability to care or take responsibility for one's own actions is arguably the main reason for children's poor writing. Children must be trained to take responsibility, and parents and teachers must expect it. Self-helplessness is a behavior some children develop in handwriting in other areas if they are not encouraged to become responsible for themselves. Boys seems to be the main culprits. So, kapag sa attitude, malaki naman talaga itong apekto sa atin dahil kapag tayo ay galit o kaya na may masaya, maaring nag-iiba ang ating sulat kamay. Kapag halimbawa nito, kapag ang tao ay galit, maaring ang kanyang sulat kamay ay medyo agresibo at medyo hindi naiintindihan. So pumunta naman tayo sa education. Sa education, kapag ang tao ay merong sapat na kaalaman, maaari niya itong ma-develop ang kanyang handwriting upang mas maintindihan. At dito naman sa occupation, kapag ang tao ay merong magandang trabaho at perati niya itong nagagamit, maaari naman itong magkapag-unlad sa kanyang handwriting. So now, let us proceed to the handwriting examination. So let us define the handwriting examination. So it is an important aspect of a forensic document examination due to prevalent integral role played by handwriting in everyday communication. Handwriting examination typically involves the comparison of known specimens to the handwriting evidence found on a questioned or disputed documents. So alam naman natin na kapag ang isang dokumento ay naiwan sa isang senaryo, ito ay napakalagang ebidensya upang matulungan ng mapadali ang trabaho ng mga enforcers dahil ito ay nagsisilbing ebidensya upang matukoy nila kung sino ang may sala at sino ang biktima. Maaari din itong magpapatunay kung ang tao ba ay isang guilty or not guilty dahil sa mga ebidensyang ipinresenta sa kanila. So now, let us proceed to the general characteristics of handwriting form. So there are 13 characteristics. First is the quality. The line quality, It is the skill of the writing, flowing letters and words, defined as the overall character of the written strokes from the initial to terminal. Second is the spacing of words and letters, the average amount of space placed between the words in the formation of letters. Third is the ratio of relative height, width, and size of the letters, consistencies in the formation of letters as to height with the size. Fourth is the pen lift and separation, the manner in which one stops writing to form new letters or words. Fifth is the connecting strokes. It is connecting capital letters to lowercase letters. So the 6 characteristics of the handwriting form is the beginning and ending strokes. When one begins a letter formation or numbers and where the stroke ends as to location. So the 7th is the unusual letter formation, the formation of usual letters such as backwards, capital letters, and others. The 8th characteristics is the shading. Shading is also known as pen pressure, how much pressure in ink with is placed on the upward and downward strokes. The 9th is the slant. Slant is whether writing slants to the right, left, straight, up or down, or a combination of these. The degree of the slant that exists. 10th is the baseline habits, whether the writer writes along a straight line or writes with a downward slope, upward slope, bent in the middle, and others. So the 11th is the flourishness or embellishments. It is a fancy writing habits, curls, or loops. Also characteristics manners of letters formations such as double loops, triple loops, straight lines, and other. Placement of diacritics. It is a crossing of T's, donating of I's, and others punctuation mark. So when we say line quality, ito yung kakayahan ng isang manunulat kung paano siya magsulat, kung ang flow ba nito ay ah, sobrang straight o kaya naman ay may baliko-baliko, ganon. Sa pangalawang characteristics ng handwriting is the spacing of words and letters. So sa ating mga iba't ibang manunulat, meron talagang tao na kapag siya ay sumusulat ay medyo kakaunti ng espasyo at medyo dikit-dikit ang mga letters. Meron naman ding iba na kapag sumusulat masyadong magkalayo yung mga letters, kaya minsan ay hindi naiintindihan. So other is the pen lips and separation, the manner in which one stops writing from new letters of words. So ito yung kapag ikaw ay tapos ng sumulat, nakadepende dito yung pagtaas mo na yung instrumentong ginagamit at kung paano ka sumulat mo. So now, let us proceed to our last topic, which is the classes and types of handwriting. So there are two kinds of handwriting. First is the manuscript and the second is the cursive. So what is a manuscript? Manuscript is a handwriting often learned by the school children who are just beginning to write. It looks like printing in a book. Each letter is a straight up and down and not joined to the next. So ang manuscript ay ito yung sulat kamay kung saan ang tao ay nagsisimula pa lang mag-aral upang matutong sumulat. Naalala ko pa nung ako'y medyo bata-bata pa na talagang ang lagay dito naman ay totoo, kasi noon hindi ako masyadong marunong magsulat, hindi pantay, at saka hindi naiintindihan. So now let's proceed to cursive. What is cursive? Cursive, it is used by most adults. The word cursive means running. The letters are joined or run together and letters are slanted. So cursive, naalala ko pa nung siguro nasa grade 4 ako na ako'y masyadong excited dahil gagamit na kami ng ballpen at saka yung gagamitin namin na style ay cursive. Kaya nung una akala ko madali, yun pala ay mahirap. Kasi yung mga words meron ng iba't ibang anggulo at saka pantay-pantay na rin. At saka lahat nito ay talagang sabay-sabay na susulat. At dati para sa akin mas madali talagang magsulat gamit ang manuscript kaysa sa cursive, kasi sa manuscript mas nasanay tayo at saka mas naiintindihan ang sulat kamay natin kaysa sa mas mabilis na maiintindihan ng mga bumabasa nito. Kumpara naman sa cursive, masyado itong anong tawag dito, mahirap kasi hindi lahat ng tao ay kayang sumulat nito, pero ang iba ay sinusubukan naman nila at siguro kulang lang ng kasanayan upang mas ma-develop ang cursive writing. Now, let us proceed to the classes of handwriting. So, meron tayo ditong block or printed, scripted, cursive, legible, illegible, calligraphic, cacographic, and disguise. So yun lahat ang classes of writing. So dito na natapos ang ating pagpapaliwanag ng handwriting analysis, at sana meron kayong nakuhang mahalagang impormasyon, at kung mag-comment lang kayo kung meron pa bang akong kakulangan. At yun lang po, maraming salamat. At dito na po natatapos ang aking pagpapaliwanag. Sana meron kayong napulot na aral pwede ninyong baunin sa pagtanda at pwede itong gamitin at sana'y ginawa ko naman lahat ng aking makakaya at pagpasensyahan nyo na kung meron man akong pagkukulang.